Okay, I'm going to show you the procedure to clear a magazine or a launcher that has been contaminated by a burst or detonated pepperball. This would also work with paintball, only you would not need to go through the decontamination process. So as you can see, this is a Byrna mag, and some nice policeman put it in an evidence bag and mishandled it, or either intentionally or otherwise detonated some of the pepper balls. So what I'm going to do is, now it's contained in this bag, so it's safe to handle. It's not going to, you're not going to get pepper on you, but it's a pretty simple process to decontaminate or to deactivate the pepper. That's what you have to do first. You have to deactivate the pepper so that you can handle this and clean it and get the deactivated pepper powder off of it. And the way we're going to do that, I'm going to take this evidence bag and I'm going to clip a corner up here. Once I've clipped that corner, I'm going to take this water hose and I'm going to put water in there. This is just pepper. This particular one doesn't have any OC in it, but it wouldn't matter. It would still be the same procedure. Once it's wet, it's pretty much harmless. Now, you still don't want to get it on you if you can avoid it, but it's a lot easier to deal with. You just got to get some water in there and deactivate the primary ingredients, which are pepper. And you deactivate pepper, just this kind of pepper, just like you would anything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip that corner off the bag with a pair of scissors, put some water in there, and then I'll go ahead and get the mag out, pour the water down the sink. Now you do this with where there's not a lot of wind or air blowing, so that any powdered residue that is in the bag doesn't get put all over you. It would be very unpleasant if you got that on you. So let me get that done and then I'll come back. Okay, so you see I clipped off the corner up here, and I very carefully and slowly put water into the bag. I'll let it set for a few minutes, not even a few minutes, just a very short period of time. Like I said, once that powder is wet, it's deactivated. So what I'm going to do now is just go ahead and cut the rest of the bag open, and I will reach in there. No, I didn't cut low enough, did I? Let's try that again. There we go. It's being a pain. Okay, we can get the magazine out now. As you can see, it's covered with red. This particular, I'm going to set this right here for a second. This particular round that they detonated, I'm going to very carefully pour this down the sink. Not going to shake it or do anything like that. Okay, and then it will go to the trash. Hold on. All right, now give me a second here. Now, you see the red all over this. This is from, this is a special, these are some special rounds that I have loaded specifically for me that I'm experimenting with. This is a Byrna mag. You can see the residual powder there. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to eject the rounds that are still in here by pressing down on this lever. what I'll do next is push these down and remove the floor plate from the magazine. I'm going to disconnect the magazine. I'm going to wash it out really well. But let's see what we got here. Okay. Okay. Don't see the rest of this. There should be two halves of this shell, and there's not. So what they did was they took and popped this shell open on purpose. It didn't just accidentally crack. If it had, there would be pieces of it here in the sink, a half a shell that's broken. But you see, this is completely intact. So what they did was they intentionally popped it open to dump the contents out of it. That is intentional. That's not an accident. That is 100% intentional. So these are the Byrna hardballs, and there are some others that I have made for me that again I'm experimenting with. So what I'm going to do now is disassemble the mag, rinse it out really good, clean it, dry it because the spring in there will rust if you don't. Dry it off and put it back together, reload it, and put it back into service. So I hope you guys found this useful. Hope you don't have to deal with this yourself, but if you do, now you know how to handle it. Y'all be safe, and thanks for watching.